the state. That's probably me, girl.
No, I promise you.
But we're just gonna
There's something in the
today.
air down there.
It's both of our little tootsies. All right.
Hey, welcome back.
Hey, welcome back.
Our feet
Our
stink.
feet are stinky.
Our feet are back. Our feet are bad.
Our feet are bad, smelling wise. On the smelling end of
smell
things.
fucking terrible.
On the smelling side of things, our feet are bad. Anyways, we have a guest today. If you couldn't tell by the setting, his name, entrepreneur, my roommate, friend, business owner, Keaton Souza.
Thank you.
Welcome, Keaton.
Thank you.
How's the chair over there?
It's very comfy. Have you seen into this?
It's literally your chair.
Whoa! It was supposed to be a secret, but that is a recliner. Not
Just
You reclined the whole time? Yeah, and that's what I was thinking. Because
I tried to with a blanket. You said
it's because our feet stank so bad.
Yeah, I gotta say as far as possible.
The pillow's here to like be a barrier.
Yeah.
From the seat, the sink.
Yeah,
Stank.
just a little bit of like a little.
I don't have one. I'm in the middle.
Good thing I don't have a sense of smell.
There you go. You got COVID?
You don't have a sense of smell?
I do, but like it's not strong.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
I knew somebody in college. She was like, yeah, I can't smell anything.
Maybe I'm a little dramatic. I feel like if you don't smell, you can't taste, right?
Yeah, usually.
Here and there.
Like something.
Yeah.
There is a
They're
lot.
correlated. In ways.
Yeah.
Probably in a lot of ways.
Keaton is my roommate. He lives upstairs.
There for one night.
For one night,
So
he
far.
moved in yesterday, so
It was very nicely.
it is.
Well, welcome back to our podcast. We're so glad you're here.
Yes, I'm Brynna.
I'm Rachel.
Hey. Wait, let's get Keaton into this.
let's-
yeah.
I'm Brynna.
I'm Rachel.
I'm Keaton.
Hey. What's up, y'all? I'm Brynna, and anytime Rachel, we go. Hey. That's where the brain rot started. That was page
Yeah.
zero.
Why are there tears welling up in my
No,
eyes?
literally. Oh god. Slay.
So, anyways.
That was curious.
Well, we are back after, 2 weeks?
Yeah,
2
we
weeks
skipped a week.
hiatus.
I'd like to first apologize for skipping a week. My bad, guys. I had to unplug my computer because it's right by a window, and Hurricane freaking Milton hit Orlando. So I got really scared. I went and stayed at Keaton's house. His family was so nice. They let me stay with them. And I had to unplug my computer that I edit on to do so. So I had no time to edit. I had plenty of time to edit, nowhere to
You
do
also
it.
went out of town right after that.
Yeah,
Like,
I did. I also had a wedding.
Almost
right
missed the
after
wedding.
Hurricane. So almost missed my flight to the wedding because of the hurricane. So I unplugged my computer almost as soon as I uploaded the week prior's episode. Unplugged it. Thought I'd be back in the time but I wasn't. Sorry, everyone.
So yeah, we had Hurricane Helene, but
Yep.
she missed us. And then I think in that one episode we were like, man, why'd she miss?
Yeah. Here we go.
So,
Which was kind of crazy because
We're really
it
sorry.
hit a lot of people. Yeah.
She
I was
was,
editing that episode like, girl.
she was scoping out her
Yeah.
homie Milton.
Literally, she was casing the joint.
I mean, he did the job he needed to for us, at least.
Yeah.
I didn't have to go to work.
I got paid to not go to work.
Did your apartment leak again?
No.
Good.
No, nothing happened in my apartment.
I was gonna say
Nice.
Matt was making fun of me for how scared I was, but I was
I
putting
was
up.
actually
I put up towels in the window and the door.
strangely- I was like, well,
Yeah,
alright.
yeah.
Yeah, we also have like all this scaffolding hanging out here. I
Yeah.
thought it was gonna come below and
No,
through.
that would have
Yeah.
freaked me out.
We were scared.
That
I was like,
really
it's a barrier to debris, but it itself is debris.
Yeah.
So it was a little scary, but
Especially if that would have,
yeah. So I was scared that I was gonna come in and all my furniture was gonna be covered in water, but nothing happened. But I know that's not the fate,
Yeah.
unfortunately, for a lot of people.
And if you aren't living on planet Earth,
Yeah.
Hurricane Milton. What? It hit us like a Cat 3, but it was like a Cat 5.
It hit like it was
Out
supposed
in
to
the
be.
ocean.
It was up to like Cat 6 in the ocean. I didn't even know that was it.
Terrible.
Somebody was like, "This shit is crazy." Like
I
it's
don't
Cat
think there is
6.
Cat 6.
I know, but they were like, "This shit is like a Cat 5 on steroids."
Like-
and then like this shit is Cat 6 5.5, and then it hit as a 3, and then it went down to a 1 by the time it was crossed. So
I did a
love being
project in
Central
like
Florida.
elementary school. Like I was in Venture, like gifted, whatever. And then we did a hurricane project, or I did a project on
Yeah.
hurricanes. And to this day, I like still when a hurricane comes around, I'm like, I know what's going on.
Yeah.
Like I literally
know.
like that's the eye,
Exactly.
like,
Yeah.
that's like the cone, like
Yeah.
I know.
We stayed at Keaton's,
Cat
and
6,
we
so
well they slept through most of it. It hit in the
I
middle of the
do.
night.
I went to bed. I said, I'm done.
Yeah.
I woke up from like 3 to 5. It got really loud on the wall I was sleeping on, and I was like,
Yeah, you're.
"Let me be up and be
you
the
were
freaking
sleeping.
dad of the house." And
I don't know why you did that. You slept right next to a giant window.
I started next to a window, and then
Well, let me tell you,
Yeah.
I had like severe storm anxiety because
Yeah.
when I was a kid, it was mostly tornadoes. That's
Yeah.
what I was worried about with a hurricane.
Me too.
Whatever about everything else, but like the hurt, whatever.
Everybody should have been scared of tornadoes. This
Tornadoes, but like yeah, very scary. And like when I was a kid, I remember the first tornado I ever experienced. I had a broken ankle and like couldn't.
I know you're like, I can't even run.
No,
Like,
like I had to was screaming for my dad. And
Yeah.
I remember hearing like the trees outside my window like hit the ground. It was terrifying.
Yeah.
And like my dad like came and got me and from that day on, I'm like, I don't fuck with this now.
Yeah.
As soon as there's a tornado watch, I rember at my like house back home, my brother's room was like the center of the house, had no like he had one little window.
Why they love him more?
It'd be like tornado watch. You couldn't even get tornado out, and I was already in his room.
Yeah.
Backpacked.
Yeah.
Everything.
So there's a tour.
Laying
Yeah.
on the floor. I said,
Yeah.
I'll be here for a couple of days. I said, I'm not doing this.
At my house, I can multiple times I'd be woke up in the middle of the night by Marshall, my stepdad being like, Brynna. He'd just be pissed off. He'd be like, tornado warning, and I'd be like, oh shit. And I'd get up. I would also pack a little baggie. Like, but mine didn't have important stuff. It would just be like my Nintendo,
Yeah.
iPad, a charger, like, and we would go in my creepy ass basement. It's one of those like, they put up wood on the walls to make it look rustic.
Yeah.
But now it just has spiders because it's like wood on a wall, you know, and like crazy carpet, dead animals on the walls, on display, like a hunter's basement.
No, yeah.
Like,
I know what you mean.
you know what I mean? Like deer heads
Yeah.
and shit. And I'd go down there, and I'd be more scared of down there than the
Well, that's
tornado.
right.
I'd be like, let me back up there because what am I looking at?
Well, it was there. You got the creepy animals. At least upstairs, you have a chance that Glenn Powell will come
No,
to
I
save
know.
you.
I know, right? Literally. So, I wasn't having it either way.
Yeah. There's only one like bad hurricane I lived through. Made it Florida born. I was only like 34 years old. No, 3 years old. And I remember my sister left. Went to someone else's house. She was like, we don't have shutters.
Yeah.
I'm not staying here. Left.
Yeah.
So it was me,
What's
my
good
mom,
about shutters?
dad. They like protect like the wind. Like,
Oh,
I
true.
think, I don't know.
True.
I think that's what they
I
do.
guess.
We didn't have them. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was me, my mom.
We didn't have
Well, no, you buy that shit.
It was me, my mom, dad, and our big black lab in this like tiny bathroom. Our
Aw,
BBL,
yeah.
our big
BBL.
black lab. Molly, R.I.P.
Molly BBL.
And when we finally like we had like the radio on
Yeah.
like in there like to hear like if it was like when we were good and stuff. And they gave us the all clear to go, and we go and we look into our backyard, and we had like a little like playground, and it was just in the air, like just literally like spinning, and then just like flew into the neighbor's yard.
Damn,
And
they
it
got a
was-
free playset.
Well, it broke. And my grandma was pissed
That
though because
nobody
she
got
built that.
Yeah.
She was.
We've had a coworker that does like
a trampoline.
a live feed of his backyard because I guess he's gotten a free trampoline like multiple times from
Because it keeps
from
blowing away.
hurricanes. Somebody's neighbor keeps buying one back and it flies in his yard.
I thought you meant like companies were sending him like
No.
his flies away.
No.
Like, keep coming
He keeps
in.
getting them during storms. It'll be his
He hasn't been
backyard.
met.
And he did on this last one. He did a live feed like 24 hours.
Did he get one?
Did he?
I don't think
No,
that's
I don't
Does he
think
live
he
stream that?
unfortunate.
Yeah.
Truly unfortunate.
Yeah.
I miss having a trampoline.
Yeah.
I
Those
broke
were cool.
my first bone on a trampoline actually.
Was that the ankle?
My ankle!
Tornado.
Full circle, holy shit. I did broke my ankle on a trampoline.
Dang.
I was jumping with like my cousins and they like came down first, you know, like the weight of it goes
Yes.
in.
Oh, when
I
you
mean,
get like,
like
when
you
you
say,
get like
back
double
up, yeah.
bounce.
I came
Oh.
That's when you
right
usually
in
double
there.
bounce, yeah.
Yeah.
Where it was like the
And
opposite.
it-
If the double bouncing, it would like catch you.
Oh,
it
mine
was
usually would get my
bad.
knee.
Yeah.
It'd make my knee.
Yeah. Well, it was my ankle. I was like 6 years old.
That's my ankle.
And it was a trampoline.
I saw a video of somebody being like, it's a
I miss
summer's
trampoline.
day. It was just a TikTok, like a nostalgic TikTok that was like, it's a summer's day. This song is playing. There's birds chirping, and you're looking through the bottom of a trampoline. And I thought it was going to be like a jump scare, but it was just like the grass at the
Yeah.
bottom, and I was like, oh.
Like, actually, like, why did that
Capri
come
Sun
out?
next to you.
You said what?
Capri Sun next to you.
Yes.
I can smell it. I
The
can
roaring
feel
punch,
like
whatever it's
the
called.
trampoline right now, and I can smell it.
Right? It's our fucking feet, bitch.
For real, the
I can,
socks
like-
on the trampoline.
I can like get this set down. Yeah, it's the unwashed feet of a 7-year-old.
Yeah.
I think we need to start petitioning trampoline parks to have adult only nights
I
because like,
agree.
I've been like itching to go to one, but I'm not
That's
gonna go with
where-
no kids.
That's where my boyfriend wanted to have his 21st birthday. us at a trampoline park. Do you remember
Valid,
that?
though.
Yes,
They
because
are
I said
fun.
they do adult only nights.
No, and then
you
and then we were like, she said, "Are you even gonna jump?" And he was like, "No, but I'll watch you guys." It was like, you know, it's me, Ryan, and Keaton do flips. Like what?
Yeah.
I went to a trampoline park one time, like an indoor
Yeah.
one, and they have like the big like pits of like
The
foam cubes.
Those are scary as shit.
I got stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Those are
that
scary
ass, like
as
a worker
shit.
had to come and like pull me.
You know what? It's so embarrassing. It's so humbling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Because
like
people are like, oh, like we're staring
it's
at
like
me, and I said,
claustrophobic.
there's like nothing for me to grab
To
onto.
push.
I
Yeah.
said, hey, how the fuck did any of you get out of this?
Yeah.
I said, there's nothing
Kids-
to put your feet
Kids
on.
that like disappear into it. I'm like,
they're like,
yeah. Then they come out and they get out, and I'm like, what?
like
How did you
you're
just-
superhuman. Actually, it was one of the most terrifying moments
Yeah.
of my life. I can still feel
Yeah.
that feeling.
That was like the
I was
first,
like, I'm gonna be
first
stuck.
experience of claustrophobia.
No,
like,
that's where it all starts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
just like everything's closing in, like
Yeah.
not fun.
No.
And the more you move, the more you start sinking.
Yeah.
Like you're just like,
Because you're kicking blocks out from under you, but you're, hell no. How do people have fun in there?
I would-
People would
I
go
would
like
not
multiple
run.
rounds. I'd be like, one.
I'd be tired after
One is good.
one.
Yeah.
It took me 10 minutes to get out. There's like a line of people waiting
Literally.
up the trampoline.
Like, move, get out of the way. I'm trying.
But there was like nothing better than getting on a trampoline and like you could do shit on a trampoline. Like you could do a backflip or
Yeah.
like a front flip or something.
Yeah.
Like
I never done a bump.
Not a front flip.
I said a bump flip.
I
never
did.
done a front
I
flip.
was like, I did front flips. I said no back
I
flips.
could do front. I wouldn't be able to land.
Scary.
I'd land on my butt.
Yeah.
Still fun.
Yeah.
Still fun.
I do front flips and do it.
Can we talk about how violent the popcorn game on the trampoline is?
Wait, what?
Have you ever played popcorn on the trampoline? It's like whenever
Or like one person you can break
lands.
it apart.
Yeah.
I played like, I
We
think we
would
called that
play-
break the egg or something.
We'd,
Yeah,
that's what I mean too.
Yeah.
popcorn. Yeah.
We'd play with my little sister, who you know is
She's
very
so
frail
tiny. She's
compared
like
to
this
everyone
wide.
else.
Yeah.
And it would be like me and Catherine, who are like 5 years older than her, and then Rachel, who was only a year older than her, but like she had the tall genes, like
We have to
in her family.
go in on it. Like, tap it like you had to. There you
Period.
go. It's a freak.
And we would like it would be like 2 bounces, and she'd be like,
Yeah.
really, we wouldn't stop. So she'd like be like flying like all over the place, and then she'd cry. And
That's the
stop.
trust issues. I see them
Probably.
now today.
Yeah, that freak.
That freak.
Well, yeah, trampolines.
So silly.
I was like, I think I have another crazy story about a trampoline. Not breaking my ankle, but I don't remember what it was.
I was never the kid that would fall off, but like if you're jumping on it, you see a kid like when you're
Yeah.
playing popcorn, like you'd see the kid.
Well, the
You'd be
people
like,
that had
"Woo!"
like the trampolines with the screens, like you were rich to me.
Oh yeah.
Like my
With the
trampoline
domes,
was just
yeah.
like basically missing like 50 springs.
Yeah.
Like had holes all over, no
Yeah.
Or
screen. We
when
actually
someone
had a
would
screen
get-
on ours at first, and like maybe a month in, that thing was off.
Yeah.
Like we fell through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like trampolines are crazy. I can't believe they just have those in backyards. Like when people
Yeah.
get under it, they get killed. When
When they
people
put
fall
them, like,
off
the
of it, they
ground.
get
What's
killed.
like our neighborhood?
Oh my god, those
Yeah.
yeah.
Our neighborhood, like we're not even going to the scam that an HOA is. Like our
Right.
neighbors, like our next door neighbors, they bought a trampoline like for the kids for Christmas. Like we'd all go over there, and they literally like were like gonna find like they kept like we're finding them for having the trampoline in their backyard because they're like
It's
a
the
they're
backyard.
like it's a lawsuit. Like it's okay, that's their lawsuit,
Yeah.
not the neighborhood's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like why do you care? And
You don't have to. The neighborhood.
HOA
No one
is a
would
scam.
sue the neighborhood because
you're paying
That's crazy.
You're paying HOA to tell you that you can't do shit
yeah,
in
on your property.
Like
Yeah, that's
so
crazy.
it's a scam.
No, yeah. Nuts. I had the worst HOA. Well,
I don't think I've
I
ever
guess
been.
more so. That was more so landlord at my old place. That sucked.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the HOA sucked too because.
I don't think I was in an HOA. I moved into my grandma's house. It was my grandma's house for the first half of my childhood, and then it became our house when we moved in. And she got this rope swing, but we made it. It was a PVC pipe, and it had a rope tied around it, so you would like mount
Yeah.
and then like we would swing. That was crazy.
We had a
That
tree
was my
swing, too. I
trampoline.
love that.
That was my trampoline. Like we were doing flips over the tree and shit. Like it was crazy. Not
Damn.
actually, no.
I was like,
It felt that way when I was little. It was probably like
I was
4 feet circumference.
Flip?
No, I wish. We would spin each other though.
we had
Like
a
we'd
tree
wind each
swing,
other up and then we'd let go and the person
then,
would.
Oh, that tree died and like the branch.
Oh,
no!
When I started getting a little chunky as a kid, that was
Oh,
when
my
that tree
PVC
branch would
pipe.
start to. The PVC pipe lid, it would be the tree branch that was like, girl.
Okay, well, we were talking about Hurricane Milton, and that was one of our topics.
Yeah, we got into
Yay!
Y'all
Well-
see the, wait, while we're on it, y'all see
Yeah.
that dog? Everybody's been talking about that dog that was tied up to a,
Oh.
there was
Oh,
a dog
yeah.
tied up to a fence or something. Like, its owners left town, and I guess They couldn't take the dog wherever. I think it kind of, in the picture, it kind of appeared that he got himself tied up.
But also the owner just like left him.
I think he ran away. Like he got scared of something and ran away. It kind of looked that way, but
Are you defending this person?
No, I know. I wouldn't put it past freaks.
Oh,
too,
yeah.
But everybody's freaking out about
That's
that
really
dog.
sad.
But it has a new home now.
Yay! That's actually really good news.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty devastating hurricane.
Pretty devastating. The most devastating
Speaking
part
of
was that its
devastating-
name was Milton.
Milton.
Literally.
I'm kicking it.
Speaking of
Actually.
devastating,
I just don't know.
this is going to be a hard topic, guys. I'm not meaning to laugh.
Once again, if you live on planet Earth,
It's
or
never.
if you don't,
It happened last night. This is going to come out a week from now.
yeah.
But it happened
we
last
found
night.
this out last night.
I found out.
Who
We
says
found
this? Like, Keaton, you say it.
You say what?
He's
that
like, who?
He's like,
Julian,
hurricane.
Niall, no.
Yeah, literally.
That Liam Payne sadly passed away at the age of 31
Yeah.
in Argentina.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know all the lore.
I do.
In his hotel room.
Hotel room. The
One
laptop was
Direction. Oh, wait,
smashed.
he was a member of One Direction. If you didn't know.
Yeah.
If you don't know that, it's crazy.
That's the most, like, if you don't live on planet Earth.
Yes,
That we could have said today.
But yeah.
Hit songwriter, well, not songwriter, but hit performer of Strip That Down.
Strip that down.
Featuring Quavo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Big Pano
Yeah.
in other.
Big Pano.
In other realms.
I also saw on my Instagram, I went back to look at, I've archived so many fucking One Direction
Yeah.
posts, it's just insane.
Yeah. I went back
And,
and
his
looked at
Instagram handle
Lily's.
used to be fake Liam Payne, and I said, oh my gosh, I remember those days.
Yes.
Fake
Oh my
Liam
God.
Payne.
I have been avoiding my phone just entirely because I know I'm going to see some video diary edits and I know I'm going to see...
No, I haven't even been on TikTok, Twitter, nothing. I said I
Yeah,
can't.
I
look at
can't
this
right
shit right now.
Well, I think
Everyone
there's a
that
lot
I
of
know
controversy around it.
Texted me. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Everyone
That's
from
the
high
biggest
school,
thing.
people I haven't talked to in a decade, reached out.
Everyone.
And I know there's a lot of controversy around it.
There
I
is.
think
It's,
more
really
than I'm
weird.
mourning... This sounds crazy. More than I'm mourning him, I'm mourning, my
Well,
childhood and
yeah,
who he was. And
the loss of, One Direction.
yeah.
Will
Like,
never
it
ever
can't
be the
it
same
can't happen again.
Yeah.
No matter what's put aside, it cannot fully be back again.
It is very, very sad.
Me and my cousins used to talk about, that post, we would talk about that post all the time. That was when I'm 70 driving down the highway
Mhm.
and the radio
Mhm.
announces that a member of One Direction has
Yeah.
died, I'll be like, damn, I did not
Yeah,
at
no,
all
I was
consider
not
that it could
expecting
happen
this
before
whatsoever.
that. Yeah.
Someone
A
came
job.
up to me at work and told me, they were like, I need to get on Twitter right now. And me, loving Twitter, I was like, what? Why? I was like, I want to be
Yeah.
on Twitter too.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
And she was like, Liam Payne died. I said, shut your fucking mouth.
No,
First off,
literally.
you're lying to me
No,
right
literally,
now.
literally.
I literally was like, grab my shit. I was like,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, he. I said, whoa,
Yeah.
stay
Stop.
right there.
Yeah.
I said, I have to confirm.
Yeah.
It's also weird because sadly does seem like this could have been something done
A
to
joke.
himself or something
Oh,
like that
yeah.
because of the stuff that came out.
Yeah.
And it also puts a lot on, I think her name is Maya, his ex.
Yeah.
fiancé.
She's
a lot on her.
probably getting a lot of
Yeah.
blame right now.
The
Yeah.
hardest I've seen people process. I have no not really a directioner.
Mhm.
I'm not too tied with everything, but is seeing people were just processing every it was days,
Finding out
days.
somebody
of-
Finding out
was,
somebody
a
you
piece of shit,
loved, yeah.
So then
Yeah.
it's I saw people
mourning him
I s-
twice.
Yeah, literally.
I saw someone crying on TikTok and she was just explaining she's I just don't know how to feel because
Yeah.
I do it's still sad because he
Mhm.
died it's
Mhm.
that's horrible but also hearing all this stuff it's
Yeah.
you feel bad for feeling bad but you still feel bad and you should feel it's
Yeah.
all
That's
over
why I
it.
was like, it's mourning
It's
more
weird.
more so my childhood and
yeah.
I don't know, this
I
vision of somebody I
texted my friend,
had.
said
Yeah.
that I was like, I haven't cried yet. I
Yeah.
said, I know I am, which is I
That's what I was-
genuinely know,
I
to
spent-
other people that's weird.
Yeah.
But I say this, genuinely, was my entire middle school and high school experience. All of my friends were centered around One Direction.
Mhm.
Everything I talked about, people knew me for that. I've literally
Yeah.
people I haven't talked to in years texting me, are you doing okay?
Yeah.
I was like, that literally.
And it's not
my
a
entire
sorry bro,
life
it's
centered
are
around
you
that.
okay?
No, seriously.
I had a friend tell me take care of yourself. And I said, you too, and I was like, holy shit.
Well, so you were texting your managers hey
Yeah.
Please.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I
Josh, we know Josh.
Josh!
He bumped me at work, and I was like, bye. And I get home, and I spend 10 minutes finding out if it's real.
Yeah.
Because Matt Hackett broke the news to me.
No.
Dylan said in the group chat, he said, if I see anybody wearing that Harry Pleasing / Fantasia collab, I will be judging you because that shit was like $200. And Matt says, wow, Dylan, right now, really? Well, it was just really expensive. It's cute.
I'm just making a side comment that it's so cute.
Yeah.
I want it so bad.
Yeah.
So
if I could get it like secondhand, that would be. But he was like, it's just so expensive. If I see any of you wearing that, I will be judging you. And Matt said, wow, Dylan, you're really going to say this right now when this just happened? I don't know how Matt Hackett was the first fucking person to know, but I look up Liam Payne death, and it says like TMZ 53 seconds ago. I was like,
not
Matt
the TMZ one.
What?
When you talk about TMZ, after
TMZ,
a video story.
Damn.
I was like, he dropped that shit, and I was in on it too. Like, I was like, the breaking, and then Shazam texted like...
Yeah, that's how I found out.
Shazam texted like 15 minutes later and was like, is this real? And he tried to call me like 3 times, and I was on FaceTime with Lily and Hannah like... And then, like, we were all standing, putting our hands up and shit. Like,
called me.
I was like, yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah. He was trying to move in. His family came in. I said, hey guys. And they were like, oh, baby girl. But yeah.
Yeah, it is very devastating.
Yeah.
I like feel kind of like, at least right now, I just feel kind of like, I guess processing it.
Yeah.
Which is once again weird to say about somebody you don't know, but like, I, at my young, ripe age, really thought I knew all 5 of them, and like they were a big part of my life. And
like when people bring them up, I'm like, what? Because I'm involved in their
oh,
lives
and
they're
people
involved in mine.
like this,
and I'm gonna tell them whatever you
say.
say.
People are like, yeah, I love One Direction. I said, no, you didn't.
No.
I said, I know you think you did,
Fuck
but
no.
you really
You made fun
did
of
not.
me. No.
I said, yeah. I said, you
Yeah.
did not. You like Harry Styles now. You didn't like One Direction.
No,
Yeah.
period.
You like the idea
I'm gatekeeping
of
once
liking
again.
One Direction, you don't like One Direction.
When One Direction ended, I had to do this too. Where I was like,
Yes.
no.
Yes.
You made fun of me. No.
Yeah, like you don't get to like it now.
I used to hear
get
you
mad
make
about
fun of
it.
me.
I get
No.
mad about it.
Yeah.
All day long people talked about it, and I said, I know for a damn fact that you were not a fan of One Direction like I was.
Just like attention.
But yeah, when I first I was in 5th grade. I was at a 5th grade dance, and I heard What Makes You Beautiful. And I asked my friend, I said, who's this? And she said, One Direction. You know, that like new British band? I said, I don't know.
Not yet.
The new British
soon.
band.
I will soon. The new British band.
Yeah.
The new British band.
Imagine.
I go home. Boom. funny videos or whatever.
Yeah.
First immediate thought, I still remember to this day, Liam Payne, first one I ever saw, he was mine. I said, curly hair, yeah, you're in.
I would always read, and like Louis' post fucking broke my heart.
No, Brynna.
Louis' post was...
Did you see Zayn's?
Well, Zayn's was also
like,
cutesy,
shit?
but like
Actually,
Louis in the comments was like I would always, whenever I would read fan fiction, or like how I saw him in the group was that he was Daddy Direction. Even though he wasn't the oldest, he was the most responsible and the most like, all right guys, let's chill out with the cussing and
So for Louis or for Liam?
For Liam. Louis was the oldest, and he was like the funny class clown.
I think he was saying like, I looked up to you, and then he's like, I met you, you were 16, I was like, I read the first half.
Yeah. And he says something about like, which I also like, Liam got a whole lot of hate on that podcast for saying that he was the glue of One Direction. Everybody was like, shut the fuck up. And Louis said he was. He fully was. And I was like, oh my god.
I think
if you would have said that, I'm not saying
the context of him saying that like he was the only important member of One Direction, but like I knew what he meant. I said, I mean,
you could tell when they would go out and do
like,
PR, and Liam would be the only one being like, hey guys, focus up. Like,
And I saw it myself. I mean, we all said it.
Yeah.
So I mean, Daddy Direction.
If he would have worded it like, I was the glue that held One Direction together, I think it would have been way better received than like I was the only important member of One Direction, or the only reason that Simon Cowell did it. Like,
that's what he said.
Yeah.
He said I was like the first one picked or whatever.
Which is like probably true.
Well, I think a video came out of like the X Factor of them like picking them, and they picked Niall first.
Oh, I was gonna say people being like, no, literally, Louis and Harry are right there, and I said no, because if you've seen their X Factor auditions, you would not pick them for anything.
No, literally no.
The reason he put them in a band was because they needed help.
Like, pick Liam first because he auditioned a season before all of them. And he didn't make it.
I would say it also probably like with their big TV, like they probably picked everything behind the scenes of that video of them like with the pictures and like everything, like that was like they already knew what the band was and they were just acting it out for the TV.
Well, Liam said that Simon approached him backstage, like he's saying, like they don't do it where they pick the photos out. They do this before. And he said Simon approached him and was like, "I'm gonna start this thing."
Which
so he may have been the first one picked. Like,
as they all said, like very like musically inclined, knew what he was talking about. Like, I would be a good pick.
Now, when is Simon Cowell's post gonna come out?
I don't want him to boast. Fuck Simon Cowell.
He's too busy filming like the 50th season of America's Got Talent. Why are you on America's Got Talent? You're not even American.
Literally.
That might be problematic. Sorry.
Is he American? Was he?
Is Simon Cowell not British?
He's got an accent, but
He has an accent.
He's British.
Say that.
Let's look it up. Is Simon Cowell British? I think because why would he put together a British boy band?
I think he's British, but I don't know where he was born.
Like,
you know how people can have accents without.
Right now.
I was about to do an impression, but I can't either.
Yeah, sad news though.
Can you look up worst?
Very devastating.
Also, fuck TMZ.
Okay, yeah, go into
because
that.
I think it's crazy that they post in like not even like pictures released of Liam Payne's death. It was their article announcing like Liam Payne, star of One Direction, dead at 31. People just scrolling it trying to read. Boom, picture of like I didn't see the picture. I don't know. Did you guys?
I think it was just his arm.
But
which
still,
I saw like
anything
because of that.
Yeah.
I think falling like to your death is one of like the worst. Like anytime in a movie like that they show like there was what movie? There was some movie I was watching a couple years ago like that they literally showed a character like falling off a building like fully like to the splat and like I was like no like that's it's horrible. So like just to see it and
I don't know why they post a photo. Like what? Who in the fuck? Even if that was like it just the news broke and we didn't. Why? Who in the fuck greenlit that?
Seriously.
That's crazy.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
It's like, I think it's just, I don't know. That to me is just, I just feel like social media in general to me.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. People can put anything out there.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, Simon Cowell was born in Lambeth, London.
Okay, there we go.
So he is British.
So he's British.
Okay. Well, I guess that makes sense because One Direction did the UK X Factor.
I was say X Factor.
Then what the fuck are you in American Idol?
X Factor started in the UK, didn't?
Back to what you were saying.
Britain's Got Talent start for. I think he started all these shows like.
I think they all just came out around the same. I don't know.
I think. Well, I know X Factor started in the UK.
I thought you would know this. You're American Idol girl.
No, American Idol was.
Well,
I don't think there was.
I think X Factor originally started in the UK.
Yeah, I think a lot of shows.
He's made his rounds. I've never really thought about him going X Factor, American Idol, America's Got Talent.
Yeah, but he produced all. Well, I don't know. He didn't. No, Ryan Seacrest produced.
I don't know.
I love American Idol. Well, I love OG American Idol.
Kelly Clarkson.
You know how they took like a break.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it left because it got canceled on ABC and like now it's back on Fox
and they started calling it
or
like
vice versa.
Again. I was like,
it was on Fox
really?
and now it's on ABC. I don't know, something like that.
They came back with Lionel Richie, Luke Bryan, and Katy Perry. Which I have to say, since the OG judges of Paula, Simon, and Randy, I would say they're probably the best 3 judges they've had since.
Yeah.
Together as like a unit. I think like I love that show.
Wait, is Luke Bryan? Did you just say Luke Bryan still there? Love him.
Luke Bryan.
Yo, tight little pants, boy. Love
you.
I love Lionel Richie actually.
Yeah, my mom loves
all of them.
My mom says Lionel Richie. Is that?
Maybe it is Lionel.
I don't know.
I wonder what Paula Abdul is up to. I haven't heard about her in years.
Honestly, that's the way to do it. If I was famous,
Right?
get your bag
Randy Jackson,
and then go.
Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Randy Jackson's alive, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
I
feel like there would have been more hubbub about that. If not, look it up, girl.
Got you. I'm fact checking.
Thank you. I also think that this whole, I don't know, this is probably dumb to say as I'm filming a podcast, but
he
like,
did die.
He did?
Well, this is the AI. Let me make sure it's real.
Oh.
Because all the articles that are the
sometimes.
first ones are Wikipedia, so the AI might just...
My mouth ajar. I said, wait.
No, he's alive.
She can't go through 2 things in one day, girl.
No, he's alive. Why is the AI lying? Maybe I shouldn't have used it on my homework.
Redacted.
Well,
2 things I think of when I think of Randy Jackson. 1, American Idol. 2, that one episode of iCarly.
Did he have a dog in that episode? Why do I think of dogs when I think of him?
Wait.
No, I know why I think of dogs. Shut the fuck up.
Where the teacher has like the Randy Jackson
yes.
shrine in her closet. I said, wait, please tell me you've seen this.
Oh my god, Miss. What's her name? The teacher.
It was the principal, I think.
The principal, yeah. Miss. Principal. Oh god. Where she's the when we need him.
I'll never remember that.
She would know. Principal.
That episode's one of my favorites.
Yeah, when they're in her closet and it's like the shrine, and they press the button on the cardboard cutout, and that's how she finds. Please, iCarly, honestly,
No,
Peak
you
TV,
could say
Peak
I
TV.
love
I was definitely like
iCarly.
I was Disney, Nickelodeon, but like Disney, like I watched like every show.
Yeah.
Like I had that on Friday night and Sunday night. There was different shows, and they would all record, and I would wake up Saturday morning or Monday after school, and I'd watch all of 4 shows from each night.
I miss that.
Yeah, but like Nickelodeon, iCarly.
Well, I read Janette McCurdy's book,
and
it like completely changed
all
of
the stuff that's been coming out about everything is horrible.
Well, that and like, but her book specifically was like detailed shit, and it was like, it wasn't so much like bad mouthing the show, but obviously Dan Schneider, Dan Schneider, Dan Schneider, and her like experience on iCarly and like her like personal issues she had being Sam. Which now when you look back, you're like, wow, she like hated like playing this character, and so you watch her and like this character that's like supposed to be like funny and upbeat and stuff like that, and like she fucking hated it. Yeah, and it looks like destroying her.
And like her character was like, she acted out because of her bad relationship with her mom, and like all this stuff that I'm like, this is probably triggering for her.
Exactly, because it's like, literally was a reply. It was nuts to me. Yeah. I also, I had a thought about that book, but then I forgot it. Rats. Anyways, it was a really good book.
Yeah, it's on my list after I finished Harry Potter.
Which, crazy to say because it's deeply depressing and triggering in some ways, but it was really good. I think the way she wrote it was really cool. I thought it was going to be kind of like just a recount of her life. But she like did it from the perspective of her like actually growing up as a kid. Yeah. So like she started the book at like, I think like age 7 or something, and like wrote it like her mind at that time. Which I thought was really interesting.
Okay, this is crazy. Out of the freaking... This is why I thought of a dog when I thought of Randy Jackson. Right?
He says dog.
He says dog. But I used to play this game called Celebrity Pedigree. Here's an image. I'm going to show it on the screen But it was like a little online, like, Flash player game.
Okay.
And you would breed dogs that have celebrity heads.
That's horrifying.
Isn't it? Here it is. Celebrity Pedigree. And Randy Jackson was like a pit bull or something.
Is Donald Trump one of those?
This is like Prince Harry, I guess, when he was hot.
No, on the right. The blonde.
I think that's Boris.
Boris?
Boris, the Prime Minister or whatever. I don't know the words.
No, nobody likes him either.
No.
Oh, yeah.
And, but look, freaking Obama's in there.
That's actually really funny.
But that was out of fucking nowhere. Like that just.
The one with the
I had to get on Reddit and say like celebrity dog game. And like, look, Simon Cowell right here, very topical.
Simon Cowell.
He's a little wiener dog.
Wiener,
because he's a weenie.
Well, staying on the topic of One Direction, I do have to bring this up because this song played in the car, and I was gonna say this is a hot take, but I really don't think it is. I think Sign of the Times by Harry Styles has to be one of the best debut singles of all time.
Oh my god, yeah.
Dead ass. I was listening to that, and I was like,
maybe the best.
In the car, I was moved.
Maybe the best.
Moved again.
Yeah.
I, for a long time, like, tried to search, because he posted, like, 5-second snippet of a video of him, like, walking through a door towards the light with, like, the like, playing in the background. I could never find it. I finally found it on YouTube, and it's only, like, a 20-second video of him just walking through this door.
I think I remember that and being like, what the fuck?
No, the feeling.
Yeah.
Like, One Direction is done. Zayn's gone.
Yeah.
You know, like, we think they're going to come back in 18 months, but then Harry fucking Styles releases that little video.
That little clip.
The world goes nuts.
Yeah.
Releases the best song ever made. And
possibly.
Then here we are.
No, like, I can't think of another celebrity that has left a band. Yeah.
I said...
And not just being about, like, love you, Liam. I know you just passed, but, like, you should be a onesie, now I'm a freak. That's crazy. Don't say that shit. Don't bring them up. Don't say that shit.
Whenever this song came out, I was still really religious, and...
Go ahead.
Speak
on it.
And this came out the day, like, after Lent was over.
And then she realized she wasn't religious anymore
but
after her thoughts on Harry.
The funny part about, like, Lent is, like, I wasn't Catholic.
Okay.
So
like,
what does Lent have to do with it? Is Lent not over on Easter?
Lent.
So was it just the day after Easter?
Anyways?
Yeah, it was Easter. I forget about that.
So we're
those
talking
are
to you.
correlated. But yeah, I remember I literally like gave up like social media and stuff for like a month or something because like
Hell no.
And so this song comes out the day I can have my phone back, and it's Sign of the Times by Harry Styles. Once again, people from everywhere texting me like, "Have you heard this?" Like, have you? I said, "Duh."
Well, that was also
actually
like
the best song, one of the best songs ever made.
that was also like being like, we're not gonna get back together.
Exactly.
Kind of like for us, that was
The
like
second that happened, there's no way.
or like going on a break
He was
with
like, look what I can do on my own.
going on a break with a boyfriend, but then like you drop a new boyfriend. You hard launch a new boyfriend. Like that's
all
what it was.
knew Harry Styles was gonna do
It's
something.
kind of crazy to think that like the generation, like kids now, like because like think like when you think like Justin Timberlake, you think Justin Timberlake. You don't think like NSYNC.
Yeah.
Like unless you like really off the top. But, like when I think like Harry Styles, like any of like Liam Payne or any of their songs, I'm like hey One Direction. Like, just, like
Yeah.
I see it on like One Direction.
But kids that didn't
and
know,
these kids are literally just like that's Harry Styles. Like that is.
He used to be in
Harry
some
Styles
band. Yeah.
Harry Styles was in a band.
Yeah.
Like,
I can't take that.
yeah.
Or like when they go on their Justin Timberlake era and they're like, the guy from Trolls is in a band.
I don't even know if kids listen to music, low key.
No,
After
literally.
we started our hurricane with a 12-year-old. Wait, pause.
Wait.
My cousin.
We gotta go.
My cousin's son. Matt did that too the other day. We were hanging out with the 12-year-old.
No,
It was like, what?
no, we were hanging out with a 12-year-old and Matt was having the best time.
They were stimming together.
They were. Matt was like,
I love that for him.
Matt was like, I fucking love this kid. And after a while, like, you know, when you spend time with a 12-year-old, you're like, okay. But Matt was not. And he was like, yeah, like, encouraging. Which he was cool. Like, I was never really annoyed.
And then I apologized to his mom and I said I probably cussed him out on Fortnite whenever he kills me because he's like level 300. And I'm like, when I'm telling people, touch grass!
Yeah.
Go get a job, fuck some bitches!
Yeah.
Probably like him, like...
Yeah. That's what when we get killed on Fortnite, we are so mean. We get like personal, which like not like never mean enough to like say, but we get personal like as in when we see that they're at we're level what 20 and they kill us and they're level 300 and we're like, oh my god, I'm gonna get you laid. Like I promise, I'm gonna get you laid so that you'll get off the game.
And it's
like,
just a 12-year-old. Like,
yeah, and it's your cousin.
No, literally.
Well, what was the thought I was just about to say? I was gonna say that's just like nuts that 12-year-olds like have access to the
They're
internet
on
like
it
that.
all day.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, we don't
say it
have
to
access to
them.
the
We don't say it
internet
to them.
I do.
Like they
seriously.
They can't hear us. We
Yeah.
don't say it to them.
We say it to ourselves on Discord.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. But like people were like I was never like I like just started getting into gaming this past year, but I remember like friends like playing Call of Duty.
I was like Call of Duty.
We'd be like 11 years old and they'd be playing like these grown ass men that would be like teaching them like what sex is and like all this stuff like freak shit like
crazy.
Call of Duty is the Wild West, but Fortnite has no proximity chat.
Unless you're unless you're in a if you join like a like
you join a
duos
random
and squads
lobby,
and trios if it's like without your friends you can talk to people.
Yeah, that probably shouldn't be a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never really played video games. I think I told Brynna I just now got like a Nintendo Switch and I like hardly play it because
we should go to each other's islands.
Oh, Animal Crossing? I don't have that yet.
Yeah,
I should get it.
Yeah, you'd love it. You'd be obsessed with it. It's so cutesy.
What's the other one that I have that everyone plays? Stardew.
Yeah,
I play that a lot.
I haven't played Stardew. I need to. I know I'd love it.
My thing about like, I just get to a point where I'm like, so how much longer do I do the same thing every day on Stardew?
But on Minecraft, that's like what I love about it. I wake up every day, I farm,
That's why I don't think I get into Animal Crossing because like that Minecraft, like that 2-week Minecraft phase is so real, and I think they'd have with Animal Crossing, and it's $60. Like I can't do
Animal Crossing is also on the Switch. At least you have to wait the actual day. Like it's not like Minecraft where you sleep. When you wake up physically, your game wakes up. Like
wow,
it has the timing clock.
Okay.
So
that's actually
so
really
every
cool.
time I would
like
play,
that.
it'd be nighttime in my game because I don't play.
Yeah,
I don't have during the day.
Pretty much, yeah. And like you have to play on Sunday to sell the turnips. And
I got the Harry Potter game.
Really?
Which is pretty fun.
I'm gonna get into it after I read the books.
Really
After the spoilers.
I have it. Me and Mackenzie.
I remember she'd be in your closet.
I wouldn't know until I go home.
You'd be asleep.
No,
You wake up.
I'd hear my loud ass typewriter keyboard.
It's her.
It's her. Bad.
Well, shall we move on?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's move on to something happier. let me get actually my TV shows out of the way.
Okay.
Big Brother. Recap. Big Brother. Chelsea won. If you haven't watched yet,
spoiler.
Come on, really. Chelsea, I call Chelsea winning probably week 6. So I feel pretty proud about that. I thought it was a deserved win. Awesome. That's Big Brother. Yay. Dancing with the Stars. Anyone? Anyone down the line here? Wow. Okay, back to the camera. Dancing with the Stars, my favorites right now are Danny and Whitney. Number 1, he really, really did amazing this last week. And I just love him. 2, Joey, and whatever, I think Jenna is his partner's name.
I saw.
Incredible. Who knew that he was going to do so good? And then, who's the other one I like? Ilona and Alan. Duh. But yeah, that's about it. Those are my rankings.
Who are Danny and Whitney? Who's the star?
Danny is the football player. He's the star. And then Whitney's the pro. He just this last week, they did contemporary, like, style dance. Okay. And, like, he's, like, big buff football guy that, like, actually, like, really tried really hard to, like, touch into his, like, emotions. And he dedicated the dance to his, like, old football coach that passed. Oh. I literally sobbed like a big baby. Yeah. I said, who even are you? I've never heard of you before. And I'm sobbing on my couch. It was beautiful.
I love seeing the memes that are, like, making my roommate contemporary dance so he can play Fortnite on the main TV or whatever. And it's
my favorite trend right now.
And it's, like,
I was full grown men being like,
like, they're good, too. I kind of want to make, like, you were Matt doing it, you.
The song is perfect too. I saw one where
I'm not perfectly
hit
got
this like toe touch split to the beat, and it was amazing. But yeah, those are my TV shows. Big Brother's over now, which is absolutely devastating. I have to wait till next summer, but I might fucking apply to Big Brother.
Rachel, who will be on the podcast?
It's only $3.
Okay. It's $3 to 3 months.
3 months.
I
Yeah,
said $3.
90 days.
I was like, oh.
I actually think I would do really good at that game.
Yeah.
So, if you were on Big Brother right now, you wouldn't have found out Lily and Payne.
True.
It was crazy.
They literally, like, they had the finale and they were like, you guys are, like, some of the only people in America that don't know that, like, Biden dropped out of the race. They had no idea.
Wow.
No idea.
It's just like crazy how much happens in 3 months.
Yeah.
They have seasons where, like, when 9/11 happened, like, having to reveal that to people.
When their family.
Like, COVID.
Wow.
They did it during COVID, members. Too. Like, when
I've seen the COVID clip.
You were like,
when they're like, yeah, there's a global pandemic going on right now. So
we are, Holy shit.
It's absolutely, like, if you've never watched the show, you should definitely at least watch it one time. It is genuinely, like, especially into, like, strategy and also just people, watching people and see how they interact with people, like each other. Yeah. I love it. And I
probably like it a lot.
It's so good.
Huh?
I said I'd probably like it a lot.
It's really good.
Well, they also have the live cam, so you can watch like whenever. Like,
yeah.
I just like a show. That one's only 3 episodes a week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like whenever I just don't think I can do that. Like that is a little more manageable, but
it's
like
really hard.
Oh no, it's better than whenever these freaks were trying to get us on Love Island, and they were like, "There's 8 episodes a week," and I was like, "I don't even have time to watch one."
Including the recap and the
well, that's why I can't
talk show about the
It's also like I don't like seeing hot people have fun. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
you can say that.
That's why I stopped about halfway through the season. I was like, I'm just getting pissed.
Yeah.
I'm just getting pissed, Carl.
Are you a Marvel girly, Rachel?
Huh?
Are you a Marvel girly?
Yeah.
Have you watched it though?
I haven't yet. I really want to. Because I haven't really...
You have to watch it before all the spoilers come out.
I watched up until, what was like the last piece? Probably WandaVision.
That's literally all you need to know.
That's all you need to know.
Okay,
because even I was like, you need to know like one thing that happens to Doctor Strange, but like that's it, because the show kind of like retcons Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness.
It's like scurry.
Doctor Strange or
both, but both.
Yeah.
It's scurry.
When I went to college, I went through like a Marvel phase where I'd never seen, I'd seen like the movies like sporadically, not all of them though, and I was like, I really want to watch this like chronologically or like time like universe. What is it, like timeline wise or whatever? Because they had 2 different ways to watch the movies.
You gotta watch it chronologically.
That's it.
Because you gotta watch the end credit scenes, which are such a big deal. Because like. Also, like, timeline,
Did I say chronologically?
You did. And then you're like, but, like, in time.
Yeah. No, but, like, timeline makes no sense because, like, you'll meet, like, the second movie you watch... Well, it might have changed now, but, like, as of a couple of years ago, the second movie you watch is Captain Marvel. And then you don't see Captain Marvel until, like, 20 movies later. And then you're like, oh, my God, here she is. I forgot who she is.
It's fun to watch it in the order that people... Like, to find things out in the order that people actually did. Instead of watching, like...
That is interesting.
Because if you watch in order, it's some of the news.
I think I've only watched it, like what you're saying.
Yeah.
In release order.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about. Okay.
Yeah.
Because then, like...
Wait, now I'm thinking chronological is the wrong word. Because chronologically is like Miss Marvel first, and then
No, it's chronologically
Captain
like they're chronologically
in release order.
Like chronologically
Yes.
in our
Yes.
timeline.
Okay.
Yeah.
In our timeline.
I watched them through then chronologically, like Captain Marvel, like second. I haven't watched them like release wise.
Release-wise,
okay, yeah,
or is
release
the
wise
way to
I
go.
think is best.
Okay, I'll give it a try.
Because
Because then also like it shows like the way it was released, they were released was like Iron Man, Captain America, Hulk, Thor, Avengers
I always skip
movie.
Hulk. I
So it was
remember
like
that.
Hulk isn't even on
Skip
this.
Hulk.
Like
It's
I
not the same
actually
guy.
I've never even watched Hulk and big Marvel person. I'm like
I watched
there's no,
it, but
it's not Mark Ruffalo. I'm like I have no reason to.
I watched
Exactly.
it, but I was not like enthralled.
Yeah.
I remember I saw, was it Infinity War or Endgame? I think I saw Infinity War, like, without ever seeing the movies. Like, I just went with my
That's
friends.
crazy.
Yeah.
You
saw
I still
Spider-
cried.
you saw
I still
Spider-
cried like a baby.
Yeah.
I said, what's going on?
That was Shazam.
Spider-Man!
That was the only time I've ever seen your boyfriend cry.
Yeah.
You actually Shazam. Shazam and I, we were part of a very toxic friend group in high school.
You know
and-
Shazam since high school?
Yeah.
He introduced me to Shazam.
Stop!
Yeah,
I didn't know
We've been
this.
this summer going into freshman year through a mutual friend who we are not friends with
I'm
anymore.
gonna cry.
But yeah, me and Shazam were like beefing because we both like the same girl. And we were literally beefing, but we put our beef on hold for like 3 days to go watch Endgame and talk about it, and then we started beefing again. Like him, me, and my dad were sitting there, like, and my dad knew we were beefing.
Yeah,
like,
I know your dad was like
everything, and then Shazam was crying, and it was a moment, and then we went back to it.
that was like your dad was watching Marvel Civil War, but you guys were watching Marvel Endgame.
Yeah.
That's
But we're
funny.
gonna
I'm gonna do it.
Kind
I'll
of.
keep you
kind
updated.
of, if he wants to show up on time. I said that as if
I'll watch
we're
them
gonna
with
be
you.
Okay.
I also have you watched all the Star Wars movies?
I've
Those
only
ones are
watched
easy.
You
two
want to
or
watch all
three.
Can we watch all the Star Wars movies
Please.
together?
Oh, one
That's
through
the thing
three,
is
though.
I need to watch it with somebody because I will not.
I
do it
won't
on
pay.
my own.
Yeah, I won't pay
I will
attention. I won't
not do
watch
it.
if I
You
don't.
need to watch well, never mind.
I know what you're gonna say. No.
Yeah.
Because I want to be a part of the lore. I want to be a part of the
too.
fun, but
Yeah.
like,
Because I know I'd be
I'm
so
too late.
into it.
I've seen like when Disney Plus came out. My family was like not Star Wars people like whatsoever. Like we went and saw the new one, like Force Awakens when it came out. But like a month later, like when it was not busy anymore, and when Disney Plus came out, we finally like had all of that.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm watching all these, like,
Yeah,
and I did,
smart.
and
I need to do it.
but I
I need
want
to
to
pay
watch Clone
attention.
Wars.
Yeah.
I
Everyone
need to
says
pay
like
attention, that's
Clone
my
Wars is
problem.
like peak Star Wars
Yeah.
storytelling, and I'm like, that's so many seasons.
Well, I think the next one's a question if you guys are ready. Or
Yeah.
let's talk about. I actually have one more thing about Marvel. Who's your favorite?
Character.
Yeah.
Mine's Moon Knight.
Oh. Hey, well, Scarlet Witch because.
Duh.
The mother.
Yeah.
But like since I was like young, and like it's so basic, but like I love Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And unpopular opinion, don't cancel me because it's true.
No, don't say this.
Tom Holland's
No!
one of my favorite movies, but I think part of the reason is I was like going through high school as these movies were getting released,
Yeah.
so like I just felt like so seen, like because like those movies that's like the best portrayal Marvel I think has done of like high school.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say that you didn't like Tom.
Oh no, I
Holland.
love Tom
I was
Holland,
gonna say,
and I don't hate
love
any of the
that.
other two. I like how
Yeah.
like how all three interpretations of Spider-Man are
Mhm.
like different, and I just like that they finally like went full high school with Spider-Man. Where like
yeah.
I think the Tobey Maguire 2002 one, like he graduates like in
The
that
first
one.
yeah.
movie, yeah.
And then
I remember being a
I
kid being
guess-
like, this kid's old.
I
Yeah.
guess Andrew Garfield was in high school, but like he was so edgy. And,
I
like
think
he was
Tom-
too cool to be in high school.
I would say I think Tom Holland's is a good combination of both because Tobey Maguire's was so like it's 2000, so
Yeah.
so cringy it hurt. Like he would
Yeah,
say everything
dorky
wrong,
and-
he would
yeah.
fuck up everything, and you'd be like, oh my god, this kid does not have a head on his shoulders. Andrew Garfield's was so suave, had
Yeah.
Gwen
like no
Sta-
one's bullying
had,
this sexy ass
had
man.
Gwen Stacy like melting in his arms. Like that's just not how it went either. I think Tom Holland's is a good combo of like he fucks
Yeah.
up, but then he like saves it.
But then
'cause
their
it's
issue,
quirky
everyone's like
and-
issue with like why is because like he's kind of handed everything because like the whole like Tony Stark stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like hopefully,
but he
the
still
ending of-
messes up and he still fixes
Yeah,
it. Like
like
it's
hopefully
cute.
the ending of No Way Home kind of shows like we're gonna get like that like more like street level
Yeah.
like
Mhm.
he's gonna just kind of like be on his own.
Oh,
Yeah, the movers yesterday were talking to me about it.
You said it. You don't know who you brought this up to.
I had
bitch.
Spider-Man Homecoming DVD
Yeah.
on the stairs, and he was like, "Which one is this?" And I was like, "This one." And he was like, "Well, which one's the one that has all of them?" And I was like, "That's Far From Home." And my mom was like, "What's the one they go to Europe?" And I was like, "That's," or no, I was like, "No, sorry, No Way Home." And I was like, "Then this Far From Home." He was like, "Those are all confusing names." I was like, "No, they are."
No, they really.
How many are there?
3.
Three.
Oh,
It's Homecoming. Like
I
Tom
thought they were all
Holland
named. I guess I thought 2 of them were named the same thing because I said I thought there were only 2.
Yeah, it's
And
Homecoming,
No Way Home was the third
and
one.
then Far From Home, and then No Way Home.
Far From Home is the Europe trip. No Way Home is.
And Far From Home, low key my favorite, but I think it's because it's like so different
that
from all
makes
the
sense
other
because they're
ones.
Far From Home.
It also makes me sob every single
go to
time.
Europe.
I can remember that now.
I sob every time I watch that movie.
Yeah.
But
I need to watch all of them. I do love Tom Holland, and I love Zendaya. They are just...
I don't know if y'all talk about it on the podcast since you started
Eat
it
my
like
arm
after
off.
it, but Challengers.
Ah!
That's the end of that's the
I'll
sentence.
stand up. Oh my god.
I watched
Like,
it on a plane
literally-
next to a nun.
I can't with that fucking movie. I love it so much. Like, oh.
I was literally coming home from Disneyland, sitting next to
Me and
Sister
yours.
Mary Margaret, watching Challengers. Like my friend Jess literally
I
texted me
love
and was
it.
like, "No way, you're watching this next to a nun."
I watched it with my friend the other day, and like literally was like watching her.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Watching
see
them
how
kiss
that
and then
was like-
rewinding so you can watch it.
Yeah.
So you remember when he did that? Like back then?
Yeah.
When he was doing it now? Like you
When we watched it for the first time, they were playing the round, and he was just like he wanted to hurt him. I remember like that was like I got to throw him off his game, and I got to hurt him in some way because I got to get him out of his headspace or whatever. And I looked at Shazam first, and Shazam hates when I spoil movies, so I go, and then I go, and then I look at Keaton and I go, oh, I know what he's gonna do. And he said, what? And I said, no, I don't want to spoil it. And he said, tell me. And I said, he's gonna put the ball in the thing. And we were like, oh. And he did. We were like,
And then like
Literally,
this is us at our local AMC.
No.
We go.
Live? Actually, I was about to
we
say.
put the recliner up to see.
It was on.
Edge of the seat.
Yeah.
Edge of the seat.
I was really like, we put the recliner up to see that
No
shit.
fucking way he's about to do
Or I
this.
think I had the recliner out, but I was sitting like this. And I was like,
I love
Literally.
It's like such I love locking into a movie
Yeah.
like that. I have to put the recliner down
Yeah.
and be like
saw-
that's peak.
We saw Saturday Night last night, about the first
Oh,
episode
that
of Saturday
SNL?
It
Night
was
Live.
good.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I
the
love
last
honestly
two.
really bad.
it was good.
Okay.
It's hectic. You gotta take a Xanax before you go.
Stubbs list, or what is it, A-list?
AMC, yeah.
I got a new debit card because somebody hacked my debit card, my old one.
Fuck you, who hacked your debit
And
card.
dude, literally, because guess what happened?
This is
because
for
of you.
Rachel's hacker, you big
Whenever
fat
I went to charge my A-list again, it was my old card.
Oh,
and I
no.
didn't catch it in time. They fucking canceled it.
Yeah.
That happened to me, but I emailed them and they fixed it.
I need to do that because it's like you're on like a 6-month probation until you sign up
Yeah.
again.
Also, they
Yeah.
started locking in on us.
Just tell them what happened. I think they'd be like, thank
Okay.
you, yes, come back.
They also locked in on us too. Not us specifically. How they now they're like ops. Like if you miss
They-
like movies, they're gonna cancel your
They
A-list
got
for
in
you.
trouble, we got in trouble.
We missed Joker. I saw that and I said, shouldn't they cancel that? When we had Joker planned and we didn't go. That was a big EP.
Yeah.
But it was only one. You have to miss 3 in a month, and I'm like, we don't miss that
It's
many.
like a pretty crazy, yeah.
Also, you get like get points.
Yeah, like I think at
Yeah.
Disneyland they do this. If you book
Yeah.
if you book a park reservation and you don't come to it, which
I
like
get it,
kind of
wow.
slay. Yeah, I get it about movie
But you
theaters.
also can't cancel day of. So if you just get sick and have food
Yeah.
poisoning, you get screwed.
I get it with movie theaters too, but you can cancel that until the movie starts, which is cool.
Yeah.
But I get it with movie theaters doing that because we have gotten on multiple times and been like, there's no 3 seats together. We can't even go see this movie. And then when we finally do get in, there's no no one there.
It's also movie
They
theaters
booked
make all
it
their
out.
money off concessions.
Yeah.
So when you're not going, and you're not buying stuff because you're not there, and you're stopping other people from going and
That
buying
would buy
stuff.
stuff, yeah,
Yeah.
totally,
Concessions, they raise their price.
I hate when they're right.
yeah, real.
Next one's a question.
Yeah.
If truly, if money was not an option, genuinely search high and low in your brain, what is the doesn't have to be a job. What would you just want to do for the rest of your life?
This is gonna be so lame, and y'all are gonna be like, "You're fucking lying," but I
Do
think
it.
I'd be a teacher.
I don't know. I know you're not lying. We talked about this.
I talk about this quite often,
I want to be
actually.
a teacher so bad.
I want
It's,
to be a
actually
teacher, and I
devastating.
want to teach high school, and I want to teach high school
It
history,
just sucks,
and Are we?
I was about to say I want to teach high school history my
Actually,
entire life.
I lied a little. I want to teach high school history, or I'd want to go to a school like my own. The film section that my school had was filming the football games. That's it. So I would want to go. I would want to start a program,
Yeah.
and inspire a whole digital media program at a small town school to help kids like me that didn't know where they wanted to
That'd be really cool.
Yeah,
That's really
thank
cool.
y'all. And I think now more than ever it's relevant because we got to keep people employed with AI, and we got to
Yeah.
keep people.
That shit's scary.
Yeah, so
It's did you see that video of the sorry, this is off topic.
No, do it.
Did you see the video of the octopus? That like people were like literally arguing. It was like an octopus on a ship, and it was so big. People were like actually like, going in full on arguments on the comments, like whether it was AI or not. And I was like, this is horrifying that we have to do this. Like, why? Like, and it was like, and someone was like describing like the brain chemistry, like how like uneasy like seeing images make you feel because your brain literally just cannot process if it's real or not.
Yeah,
and it's like horrifying.
It's scary. It freaks me out.
Or like that picture of
actually no, you helped me with my homework.
But
you also said Randy Jackson died, so
yeah. I made a to-do list using like ChatGPT or whatever it is, and I said, wait, this kind of was like helpful.
Yeah, what the fuck? No,
then I deleted it. So I was like, I can't.
Image generation of AI will be the downfall. Of everything I want to do in the future with like film and digital media.
How long
graphic
until
design.
the first like movie comes out? It's full AI.
I think that's already in the works. A lot of people are doing that already. Like they're writing a script and then having AI generate scenes.
Yeah. Well, have you seen the South Park episode that's like fully AI? Like you kind of see like how bad it is right now, but it's like I also feel like the AI that's released to because like AI has been a thing forever. Yeah. The AI that's like just not getting released to the public was the AI they probably had like in the 90s. Yeah. So like, imagine like what Apple and like Meta and like all these companies have like that's like behind the scenes like they're probably got shit that's scary. Like can tell the future. Yeah. Actually.
I also like whenever I was trying to come up with a cover photo for this podcast, I would use AI just to get some inspiration of like what would look cool. I didn't want to make you take a picture and they'd be like, actually, could you angle your face a little? Like I wanted to see the image and then have you pose that way and have me pose that way. And like it's also it's kind of like commentary on what the internet thinks is like I would type 2 blonde women standing side by side and it would show like 2 big busted slim faced women like enthralled and I'd be like, okay. I don't think that's gonna be the podcast. I was like, I don't know what Rachel's on, but I don't really like when you look up AI woman, it's like slim waist, big tits, like it's so
irritating.
A little bit and it's not AI's fault. AI scavenges the internet for that. Scavenge? Yeah, that's the word. Yeah, like looks through the internet for that. So that's what when people look up women, that's what the internet shows them and just kind of crazy.
Scary. It scares me.
Yeah.
Hate it. Oh, that makes me think of those robots.
Have you seen all the Tesla robots?
Tesla robots.
That's literally, have you ever seen the Mitchells versus the Machines?
No, I've heard that's so good.
Oh, great movie, first of all. But that's literally the movie. Like, this company, this, like, tech company, makes these robots. And they just, like, they all look like that. They literally like, look the exact same as the Tesla ones. And, like, they just go bad. And, like, it's, like, the end of the world. But, like, it's a kid's movie, so it's not actually the end of the world. But, like, it's also, like, a great movie about, like, the daughter, like, going to college and her dad's relationship. And,
I
like,
shouldn't watch that then.
No.
Yeah. I already watched Wild Robot. I don't need to watch any more about growing up.
I haven't seen that yet.
Don't.
I haven't seen any movies recently.
I was at,
once again, my Stubbs is canceled, but...
Do you love your mom?
Huh?
Do you love your mom?
Yeah.
Then no, go see the Wild Robot.
Okay.
No, go see it. It was good.
It was good. It's about like
it's
like a motherhood.
When I saw that Wild Robot, the immediate thing it made me think of was robots.
Yeah.
Peak cinema.
And what's her name? Granny or Auntie? What's her name? Aunt Fanny.
Aunt Fanny.
Yeah,
yes.
Aunt Fanny. Oh my god.
That's crazy cast.
If I was AI and it told me show me hot woman, I would show Aunt Fanny.
I have such a like.
You should be here for Halloween. Should we do robots? Should we do the robots cast for Halloween? Halloween's in a week.
It makes
we
me...
make full
wait.
I put robots in like there's like a subgroup in my brain of like just certain movies.
Flushed Away.
Because bitch. That was the next one I was gonna say.
Flushed Away and robots are in the same category.
Yes.
Movies that were way too funny for their own good.
Over the
hedge.
It's like movies.
Maybe it's just DreamWorks.
Yeah, like
but movies that were too funny for their own good.
Yes.
Like, I'm 6 years old.
Yeah.
Yes.
Early DreamWorks that like wasn't there. Like it's I think
Open Season.
I think it's the DreamWorks movies that they don't promote heavily. Is what it is basically because like Shrek, Madagascar. Trolls,
those are funny too, but
you know what I'm saying? Like, those are ones like that. Like when you go to Universal, like at the DreamWorks stuff, like they have like all those posted. Yeah. You don't see over the hedge characters meet and greet over there.
And you should. I'd meet that naked ass turtle.
Naked turtle.
I'd meet that butt naked turtle.
But they have the butt naked troll, so they could have the butt naked turtle there.
Literally.
They have Guy Diamond.
Literally, and I would meet Hammy, and I would meet. And I'd get a little concession from that little or not concession stand.
I feel like Hammy when I take my Adderall.
Concession.
Hammy's a squirrel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I take my Adderall and the world slows around me, that's how I feel.
I love Hammy.
The snack machine that he
machine?
Yeah, that he gets in.
We have a guest calling.
A friend? A call-in?
An enemy.
I'm declining. Sorry, Shazam. You almost made us late for the movie last night. And every other time we see the movie.
And then when I was driving home, he criticized what One Direction songs I played.
Crazy. But he wants to call himself a Direction.
And then on the way there, played baseball instead of One Direction. Played baseball over the speakers.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Baseball.
That was crazy. Baseball.
I love
He's
baseball.
obsessed.
I do too, but...
No, but he doesn't even like baseball. That's the craziest part.
He recently has decided he likes baseball. But I think it was really convenient that he decided he likes baseball the night Liam Payne died. Like,
no, it's not even... No, he
One
does this
Direction.
all the time.
Yeah.
Sorry, Shazam, we're shitting on you.
No, we're shitting on you. He doesn't listen to this. Because he also doesn't listen to his girlfriend's podcast.
I don't know you that well. She's
No, roast him. What are you going to say? He does this all the time?
Well, he just is always watching his sports.
He's addicted to sports.
No, I was like, you literally can have a conversation with your friends without having your phone like this on you.
Yeah. And it's not that he's not doing anything. He's watching his game.
Really?
Like in the middle of the conversation, he'll go, oh. And then he'll be like, sorry, what?
I like...
That is
I just don't know if I could ever be that, like, attached to something.
Yeah.
Like, to watch it all the time.
But that's how it was with One Direction. Like,
let me backtrack, because that was me during that time. Like,
that's how it was with Harry Potter, and like the way that
live stream the Hurricanes, live stream of
yeah,
live stream of their concerts.
Yeah,
every night.
Whenever he and Matt talk about like, well, he used to play for the Raptors and now he plays for the Lions, and he's like, he used to sign a contract with these people. Okay, and fucking Hedwig was related to, like, that's how I used to be with Harry Potter. Cedric Diggory, no, like it's not.
No spoilers.
You know, Cedric Diggory was related to this guy who was this guy's uncle, and they are connected. Or like with Game of Thrones, shut the fuck up. With Game of Thrones, that's how I am now. I'm addicted. I saw somebody at my work tonight said he looks like Jon Snow.
I need to
and
watch.
So everybody was like, who?
You said that about yourself last night.
I watch the same shows every time.
It was cold outside, and I put that fur blanket over my shoulders, and I said, "You know nothing, Jon Snow." And they were getting so mad.
Well, Keaton, what is your dream job?
Yeah.
Job?
Or just dream anything. What do you want to do forever?
Not working.
Mine's very niche, I will say.
See, mine's kind of basic. I just want to just like travel. If I just like travel, I guess like if it was a job, then like the travel bloggers.
Okay.
Like, just, like, they travel everywhere and they just.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
That would be really fun.
Or like a vlogger, you yap out loud as you're traveling.
Yeah, but I talk too much shit about the vloggers because of work.
You'd be a good one though. You'd be
different. Fine.
You'd be different.
I'd be different.
I want a travel blog too. Well, that's not my dream job. I'm thinking
me and Shazam wanted to pre-cancellation. Don't fuck with him anymore. But me and Shazam, and when we were in high school, got a camera for Christmas, and we wanted to film like not just like at like the parks, but like in Orlando. But because Orlando has like so much to offer,
yeah,
like David Dobrik style vlogs, like those like short, quick, funny, but like in Orlando. Also, like not like I wouldn't be fully David Dobrik. We don't got money to get people like Teslas and do crazy outlandish
but like just
pranks.
They came over today, boom, 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 boom,
like
and
funny
then,
shit. Like I make like I don't know, just like seeing like a random ass character. Yeah,
I was gonna say
we hang out enough.
Yeah.
That was just TikTok, so that's basically it.
True. That's probably a better format to do it on.
I miss YouTube. I was gonna say that like TikTok is like really like ruined YouTube for me.
Yeah,
but some TikTokers that have become like also YouTubers, I really fuck with. It's like
Slushy Noobs. I sent you there.
Who?
Slushy Noobs. That was Hamza. And
oh yeah.
But I sent you that TikTok, and I was like, love them.
I'm really glad.
Shazam's not gonna watch this, Hamza.
No, because actually, I'm glad you said that because nobody knows who they are.
No.
Whenever I talk about what was it, for
Freak Show? Yeah. It's niche. You gotta be like, you gotta establish a precedent that you watched YouTube for years and years and years.
I'm glad I know you know. So I'm gonna send you TikToks to come up.
Love them.
My dream job is essentially to be Jimmy Buffett. Well, to be who Jimmy Buffett once was.
Like Beach Boy?
So there's a place in Destin, Florida called I keep getting out of the camera.
Come here, girl.
Honey. There's a place in Destin, Florida called Crab Island. And it's basically out on a sandbar. These people that have different vendors and stuff, but they're on boats. Oh. And so you can go out on your own boat and go through Crab Island and get shit and stuff. And Jimmy Buffett used to drive around Crab Island and sell margaritas. I said, that's what I want my fucking life to be.
Like before you're famous? Or
no,
like as a famous.
He did not give a fuck. He did not give a fuck.
Jimmy Buffett used to like sell margaritas.
We went to Margaritaville the day he died. Or like the night he died.
We
like we went there and
we got a magnet and we were like, we're gonna start getting magnets everywhere we go. Now that shit is vintage. Now that shit is vintage.
Anthony
No, we were literally there. We went to the hotel.
Obsessed with Jimmy Buffett. Anthony.
Oh.
We were at the restaurant at
The
City
one over
Walk.
here?
And we went there for
City
dinner. Because we're staying at a hotel for horror nights. We went to dinner. We're like, Margaretville, Jimmy Buffett, love.
Mm-hmm.
Woke up the next morning, Jimmy Buffett dead. And we're like,
We felt like we could
Actually, pretty devastating.
Yeah.
Too. But yeah, I want to be a little vendor in Crab Island.
That sounds
and
fun.
just fucking float in the ocean all day.
yeah.
And make money. That's
I
my
don't like
dream
the ocean
job.
like that.
I literally would give up anything to just go and just work at Crab Island.
I think I also want a homestead, so I think my good medium ground is
Come on, Ballerina Farm!
I know, literally, to get a homestead and, like, I don't know, homeschool my kids or something.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good middle ground for me. I can still be a teacher. I can still have
sounds
plants, animals.
To me, that sounds appealing because I feel like everything else right now in life is, like, so hostile.
I can't rely on anything else, so I need to just...
like, I want some... Like, I even say that now, like, I could never, like, live in a big city and stuff.
Yeah.
I really... Even now, like, with Orlando, it's a big-ish city. But, like, I miss small town, slow...
We were talking about this on one of the episodes, yeah.
Peaceful, like... I miss snow people. And that's what makes me
Well, that's
living at the beach.
and like in between, like when we were at our last apartment, so you know, I was like, it just like it sucks. Like, it's like you go to like, Chipotle,
That road?
and like everybody, like you just go to Chipotle, and like everybody hears
Everyone
from out
in
of
the
town.
world. Yep.
And like it's cool sometimes, but it's just like sometimes like I just want to go somewhere. It's like normal
I
people
just
like living
wanna
their
dinner.
life. Like there's high
Seriously.
schoolers there like after school and
Yeah.
like and I'm like not even like
Yeah,
small
literally.
town because like my town is like
But
that
you
I grew up in
live
is, like,
somewhere
20
that there's no reason a tourist should be there.
yeah
That means they went way off the beat path.
yeah it's like 30
Yeah.
minutes away from
Yeah.
everything
Yeah. I really miss it. I
I
miss
just-
going to Walmart and, like, there being no Disney shit.
Yeah.
I'm over that.
the Walmart's here
Because it
like
just
the Walmart's
attracts
like anywhere
people.
near the tourist area like
And the Targets.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
when I went to go buy the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes after Chewy's, I literally I went to this Walmart and I shouldn't have because I literally passed one on the way home, but I went to a different one because I just was like I need to go.
Yeah.
And
It's scary. in there.
I literally was like the European mind cannot comprehend this store right now.
No.
When I tell you it was like you know like those Black Friday videos that you see busier than that.
I'm like,
And it was like a
Walmart's,
random like it was like a random like
Yeah.
Monday
Speaking of
night at
thinking
like
about
7 p.m. or maybe a little later, like 9 p.m. and just like every aisle is like filled with people, carts everywhere, kids everywhere. I'm like, this is like
the
stressful.
lines are all long. It's terrible.
He lives.
Oh my
The
god.
boy who
freaking
lives has come to die.
Hey, Pookie.
I don't know if you guys are doing the podcast or not. So
We
I
are.
was like, I'm gonna be as quiet as I can.
No, you're good. You're good.
He jumps down. Have you seen that video of the girl that like she was like at her house and like they had like upstairs and she like just like drops
Yes.
down from it? Not right
Like
now.
does the splits looky.
She's like,
Have you guys ever been to Cincinnati, Ohio? I
not
just
that
got
You
back
guys
from
are both
there.
wearing the sweat outfit.
Yeah, we're making.
That's nice.
I don't know how you didn't get a shirt. You were
I
the
know.
one that was
That's
upset
crazy,
to go.
yeah.
You were just like, I don't want one.
I don't know.
They regret.
I feel like because if I wear it, I feel like I don't know. I feel
Everybody
like
already
people will
thinks it,
mistake
King.
me.
Everybody
I
already
know,
thinks
but
it.
That'll just make it even more. That'll already bring it up from like a 75% people think.
Yeah, but
I'm
you're
gay
walking up
to
and people
like a
being
solid,
like,
Yeah, 75,
95.
But you like walking up,
75%,
people being
for
like,
sure.
hey diva, like it's the same. Like,
But hey, I can't bring it up from a 75% people think I am gay to like a solid 90 when I wear the shirt. But anyways,
like I don't know. It's a cool shirt.
I don't think
I like
half
it.
the people know what it means.
I'm also just like, yeah, I'm like, I feel kind of weird like walking around with just like sweat.
Yeah.
But it's fine.
It kind of looks like SWAT. I think that's what they were. I don't know if that's what they were
I
going
think
for.
that's what they're going for.
That's
but
what I.
would've-
That's why I
would've-
said I feel like I look like security in the all black. Like
Yeah.
it looks like SWAT team, but it's sweat.
We should talk about how
wouldn't have known
Troye
her
Sivan
until
is
the
the
same swag.
luckiest person ever. I know he was kicking his feet when he saw how popular Brat was coming because they had
Yeah.
already booked that tour
Yeah.
before Brat came out.
Who?
Oh, like Troye
Troye
Sivan.
Sivan.
So it's
Yeah.
like, and like it's exposed his music. Like I've listened to more of his music because of like the tour. Like
Yeah.
I want to like not go in.
I will
not
also
knowing
say
songs.
though, with that, we went in kind of being like, man, Troye Sivan got on the back of a big ass whale. Like he jumped right on. And then,
Oh,
you
you
know what I
Charlie
mean?
XCX.
No, that's not what I mean. She knows that's not what I mean. She knows. You know what I mean? Like he jumped onto something before it was big. Thank God he did.
Yeah.
But when we were there, Troye Sivan is probably the best performer I've seen live.
Really?
So
Better than One
good.
Direction.
So much better than One Direction. They were
hey,
shit.
don't bring that up right now. That
They
was
were worst shit in real life.
We already covered that. We already
We
covered
did a
that.
segment like 30 minutes.
His dances, his tone of voice, his dances while he was doing
His
it,
backup
the
dancer.
visuals, everything.
That's
was
awesome.
So
I think
good.
it honestly was good. As much like I love Charlie XX, love Brat. I think if she did the show the way she did her segments, and it was just that, I don't know if it would have been like as good. I think they
It would have been a
honestly
little
it was a
scattered,
great
yeah.
balance, and like every time you would be like, "All right, Charlie, you're just like right around on stage, your little auto-tune mic, like what's going?" And then Troy would come on, he would give you the full performance,
Yeah.
backup dancer, and they'd be like, "All right, Troy,
They
you
would-
sang
they would
us
do,
like
like,
3
three songs each, yeah.
It was like back and forth, which was like perfect. It was perfect for the ADHD brain.
No, literally, they knew who they were talking
I
to.
didn't
They
know
said
that.
a TikTok.
I
Yeah.
thought he was just like an opener or like a guest.
No, it was like
They
it was their tour.
performed together.
Like
What? I actually
And then
know
Shy
that.
Girl opened, and I don't know if
Yeah.
you guys knew, but I'm a big Shy Girl.
I didn't know that.
And, no, because that was the point. I made it clear at the concert that I'm a big Shy Girl fan, and I was a fan of Shy Girl for like the past 5 years, and now she's finally getting her flowers, and now she's
Slay.
open for
Let's
Charlie
go.
XCX. So no, I was happy for that.
It's 'cause
That
she's
night,
shy.
but she's cool. Yeah, I know why you don't know who it is.
And they didn't really like that.
Oh, she's
much.
like quiet.
You either like her or you don't, because it's
I was just
a
like,
certain type of
I was
music.
just like kind of drunk, and I was like, "What is happening right now?"
I was also
It's
pretty drunk
very,
by
like,
that point. We like
heavy ass
pre-gamed.
music.
Speaking of concerts, you know who's going to be here tomorrow? Taylor Swift.
Oh.
Well, not here, but in Florida.
Here?
Florida.
Maddie- we have to talk about
My
it right
apartment?
here, but- and she got on, guess how much? 68.
How the fuck?
Oh, it was probably
She's
was
sucking
it
dick.
yesterday?
Yeah.
They're like really like
Yeah.
releasing
Oh,
a bunch
the
of
new
obstructed
stats,
view.
yeah.
They basically released like
Yeah.
behind the stage, which fucking crazy. That as an avid concert goer, I'm trying to go every couple months. I'm really going to a concert. I think obstructed view seat, like, I guess it's kind of cool. I guess Taylor Swift, like, she's up there, and, like, you just want to get as many people in there as much as possible. But, like,
That
the way
sucks.
some concerts are
Yeah.
charging, like, I, like, really want to go to Renaissance tour, and, like, I wasn't... It took me a little bit to get into Renaissance. Like, the tickets had already gone on sale before I, like, realized I loved the album. I was, like, looking, like, the week of, and, like, $600, and you don't even see the stage. And I was like, all right now.
Yeah.
I was like, all right now.
For my Taylor Swift concert, I think I paid $350. We had lower bowl,
That's not
and
bad.
like, if this was the stage, there was like a screen right here, and we were like right here.
Did
you
the
could
side
still
view
see.
screen?
Yeah.
Hey, I've seen
And there
that.
was a screen there, but it was still one of those things where I was like, damn, I
Yeah.
paid like $400 for this.
Well, in that case, like the one you're saying where you can't even see the stage, that's paying $600 for a party with your friends. Like you could just go to the club and hear
Exactly.
the same shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's mostly resale. That's a whole other
Yeah.
thing we don't need to get
Yeah.
about. But
That too.
Alright,
A show.
I'm gonna go to the gym.
Slay.
oh my god, you going to the gym
Fun.
before 3 a.m.?
I know, I'm going
Could
for
you
today's
wiggle
just cardio
Yeah.
day, so I'm just going on the treadmill.
Period.
So,
Oh shit.
it's
Have
easy.
fun.
Thank you.
Sorry.
My feet stink.
Did I mess it up?
I hate that bitch. No, I'm joking.
Oh damn, we're an hour.
I'm
Okay.
joking, Matt. You probably
Alright,
just watches it
I'm gonna
there.
cut that out.
Bing!
Oh, anyway, Cincinnati, Ohio is a good middle ground. It's like a big city, but it looks like
Because
fucking
you're living in fucking Ohio.
yeah, but it looks
So,
like Full House. Like it was so Hallmark movie.
I
It
would
was
love
so like
Full
it's
House
great.
is in it. Like, the
No,
show.
yeah,
When
yeah.
everyone says
I know
it's
it's
like
in San Diego,
Oh,
but
San Francisco.
Ohio,
Get away. You don't know the
Indiana,
San
all of
Francisco.
those
Okay,
states
but-
are like boring.
You don't know the
Like,
Full House
I'll
lore.
go.
yeah. You said they have
I'll
no
take
one
it.
in them and nothing to do. I'll do it. Perfect. Yeah. Now that I've lived somewhere where there's everything to do and everyone from
And I'm
everywhere,
serious about
yeah.
that. Like, I'm ready to go. Like, I cannot. It's
I
too much.
went on a Facebook Marketplace trip to go get those pots and pans like an hour away. I fell in love with where I was driving. I was like, just in my mind movie.
Yeah, until you meet those people. Well, you brought it in, but like they wouldn't.
You said I'd probably fit in.
Well, no, but I mean, just like if you just like you're a white woman, so if you
Yeah.
walk around, you'll be fine. But like that's kind of
Yeah.
like how the rest of Florida.
I'd love
is.
to like reinvent that. It was just so nice where like I walked into the gas station and people were being like, well, "Where you been, buddy?" Like not to me, but like to each other. They were talking to them like, "Where you been? You been out of town for a while?" And I was just like,
Like really
I love
small.
when
that.
people know each
Yeah.
other, yeah.
That is like where I'm from. It's not a small town. Like not
Yeah.
like when people say small town. It's like ish, but it's like the same
Yeah.
thing. We had a gas station down the street that we would always go and get breakfast at. It was the same way. People would be like, I haven't seen you in so long and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He's next door,
It's
buddy.
small enough. Okay.
One of them is because I was driving here and I was like, what is a biker gang?
Oh god.
Because
We saw that movie.
Yeah.
like
What was it
I want
called?
to know
It's talking about the
outside.
challengers. Mike Face was in it.
I
Yeah.
guess outside of like riding around together, is there like more things that a biker gang
They
does.
Honestly, that movie
they get
kind of
jackets.
portrayed it.
Yeah. It was the Austin Butler movie. What was it called?
Yeah,
It was just
Tom
called like
Hardy.
Bike or
Elvis?
something.
No,
It was just called like
clearly
it was called The Bike Riders. It was really called The Bike
Yeah.
Riders. And it just showed that they like. Sorry, I put all the stuff on the table.
I thought
It's
it
kind of
felt
like
like
a
it
glorified club. Don't come for me, biker gangs.
No, literally, because
But like it is like they all just kind of like look out for each other, and like I guess like in areas that have like
So
lots of
there's
biker
some,
gangs, like
they ride for breast cancer awareness.
No.
There's like, I think there's like the Hell's Angels or something with kids or whatever.
I think it's just the same as a gang is. Like if you join that gang,
well, not like as
sometimes it's violent, but not as
territory.
yeah. Sometimes I mean
We shouldn't be
biker
talking
gangs
about
can get into
Cut.
but gangs and biker gangs can get intense, but
Yeah.
mostly they're just like a group of guys that if you wrong somebody that's in that group,
Community.
everybody
Well, it's like whenever
Gets on
they
you.
It's normalized community,
like you have to be willing to ride for somebody that rides for you. Like that's what it is.
literally.
Yeah, no matter what they did, if they were wrong
Yeah.
or right,
well, it's also like
have
you
to
help each other. It's,
yeah.
it's like that's kind of like the issue. Like I say this as a white person that's grown up in the suburbs. Like gangs, like a lot of it is like they like bring you in young.
Yeah.
And they help you, like they help support you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like that becomes kind of like a family. It's
Yeah.
like when people try to leave, it becomes like an issue.
Yeah.
It's like
And I think a lot of the time it also
Yeah.
like you're required to
Yeah.
take them in. So like if somebody comes to you, they're
Mm.
not
Okay.
trying to help themselves, but you're part of the same gang, so you gotta,
Mm.
Like,
but
sometimes
it's
that's-
like theirs is like literally revolved around them all having motorcycles.
it's a very strict friendship with rules. I think
Riverdale.
they probably everything about whatever in that show is probably
I
wrong.
watched season 3 just for like kicks because like
Yeah.
I need to see how
I've heard it's
ends.
about-
I just
yeah.
couldn't get to the end. What's happening? I
Literally.
think they get to like season 4 and like they end up having like superpowers. Like
Yeah.
they actually.
Yeah,
It gets-
I think
yeah.
I think I got up to season 3. Maybe I think I might have started 4 just because I was like, what the hell is this show? Which is crazy, like the fall off because like season 1 like
was good.
It was
Really
good.
good. Yeah.
I
It's 'cause
was
it was-
sad.
It's because it was based
Good
off the
as fuck.
comics, and then they just started writing their own shit.
Well, like, it wasn't like it was and it wasn't. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it was like well, had like that murder mystery and like
Yeah.
I love a good murder mystery. Like keep it going, and then like it was like the cults and like
Pretty
Pretty
Little
Liars.
Liars. They wanted to be Pretty Little Liars
almost
so
good
bad.
too.
yeah.
First
Season 2 was
season
like
though?
teasing
Perfect.
teasing like that little like craziness because that was
Yeah.
one with the cults. Was season 2 or was season 3?
I think season 2 is when they like go in actually to the biker gangs, like Jelly
Yeah.
Beans.
Jelly beans.
Jelly Beans.
Which also what the fuck?
Jelly beans,
Jelly
and
Beans
Jughead,
dad.
and
Oh, Jughead. That's who I'm thinking of. But Jelly Bean is like the younger sister or something. I don't
God, they wanted to be
Um,
Pretty Little Liars so bad.
yeah.
know. Don't get me started on Pretty Little Liars.
We already did.
I fucking
On that
love
one
show.
episode.
It's actually almost time for my annual rewatch.
There you go,
Very
full time.
Well, biker gangs make me think of something on TikTok called the bike bus. Have you guys ever seen those videos? Well, look them up. Every time they come up, like I don't follow them or anything, they just come up randomly on TikTok, and I actually and seriously have to take a moment and like cry when I watch them because I don't know what it is. It's like this guy, he's on a bike and he has a megaphone and literally like lives in some city, and he basically like drives down the street on his bike, and kids down the street join on their bikes, and so it becomes this huge
Love
long
that.
like
So it's a kid biker.
bike
gang.
Yeah.
bus. And I actually like it's so beautiful. I
Like
don't even
kids
know
going
how to
out.
explain it.
Well, no,
Kids
like
going
kids going
outside is so
outside,
beautiful.
like
Yeah,
riding their
like they're
bikes.
like going to school and they're riding their bikes to school and
Yeah.
like everyone's safe because they're around each other.
Yeah.
And the
Oh, they go to
parents are
school.
literally, like,
That's horrible.
People
Not
come out and
horrible.
like
That's, like,
wave at them.
amazing.
I'm like,
That's so
That's
fucking
beautiful.
cute.
I
Every
love
time
it
to
so
do that.
much.
Every time to do that.
They really should. My senior year of high school, we did like not homecoming week, senior week, and like they had like kindergarten day.
Yeah.
So we rode from like a park down the street from our high school to our school, like on our bikes on the main road, and it was
So
so
cute. I love that just
fun.
everyone has a bike too.
Yeah,
That's not common anymore.
I wish I had a
It's
bike
just kind of
right
like
now.
it, that's like, going back to like the this generation. It's just so sad.
Yeah.
Like
Not a lot of people have
they know
bikes.
our parents would always be like, y'all kids watch TV and da 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 da. And like it's crazy that like watching TV was like
The worst we could do.
the worst we
Yeah.
did. Like I remember my neighbor, like, and that was also probably why I went out as much because like my neighbor they had like struggled to go and watch TV on the weekends.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so like he'd come over and I'd go outside and like all the kids on our
Yeah.
street would go out and like I just don't really see
My
that like
parents would
anywhere.
kick us out. They'd be like, "We
Yeah.
have to get shit done. Have a good day."
Yeah.
Yeah. My grandma encouraged me to go outside. She was the West them. But it, like we had a
And you can bring your iPad
we
out
had
there
like
and write fan
our
fictions.
generation, yeah, and then like gotta go Mimi.
Oh, Mimi, miss
It was
her.
Mimi too, love her.
Miss her.
And I would like our generation, kids had a bike like they had a birth certificate. Like, every kid just had a bike.
Yeah.
I remember my bike got stolen, and that felt like somebody ripped my arm off.
Yeah. Well, it was like a big thing to, like, learn how to ride a bike.
Yeah.
And, like, I think it's because I'm not around kids, like, as much anymore. Ever since I turned 18.
But I know what you mean. Like,
No,
but, like,
it really was a big deal to learn how to ride your bike. I remember that. I remember like the
going to school the next day and feel like a
dad,
baddie.
Telling
and I
people.
ride your butt, yeah.
That's funny. I've been
telling my
talking about
Tesla
getting a
robot
bike
to teach my kid how to ride a bike.
Because I do like a great sidewalk around my house, and
If you stay with us, then you will have a Tesla.
I will probably, and I'll tell him to teach our kid how to ride the bike.
Anyways,
he learns.
Last thing. Actually, we can group these two things together because they're all animals. Let me say the lizard thing.
Okay.
Lizard's number one in here because ever since I moved to Florida, fuck a lizard. I'm actually over these lizards. Seriously. The other night, I was just in my room. I have a photo. I look up. There's a freak. There's a freak, all right.
He's so tiny too. There's a freak, all right. And he's like, he's chilling.
It's that.
He's chilling.
And like, I would never, ever, probably like kill a lizard. That's like
never ever.
No,
probably.
it's like
that
a
would be
bug, fine,
gross.
but like it's like
That's
it
like
has
a lot.
body
It's a
parts.
big body.
Like, it has
Like,
toes.
I would never do
like
that.
You gotta clean it up too, like.
Yeah, it will make a stain.
No.
Actually, like a bug with a splat that will have like blood.
I literally was
everywhere.
like looking around my room, still as possible, and I was like, "What do I do?" I said, "How do you catch a lizard?" I googled it, and there really is no.
And AI said, "You're shit out of luck."
The AI said Randy Jackson died.
Yeah,
in
the
2022.
I slept on my couch because of my lizard, and then I never found it. And I also have this giant fucking lizard that lives outside of my apartment, and I named him Boss. And I thought he flew away in a hurricane. I didn't see him for a really long time after. And the other day I was sitting out there, and he's really cute because he'll like run up to the edge and he'll look at me because he wants me to give him food. Like I've literally like dropped food before, and he'll run up and get it. Like this thing,
That's
like,
why the boy's big.
is an intelligent being that like knows me now.
You've
And
trained
so
him.
I literally will be like, and then he'll scurry away. And I'm like, what the? I love him so much. He's so cute.
One time
I love
because
that
Me
he
being
did
like, fuck lizards.
No, he did a reveal. He said, "I'm okay. I'm okay."
Where is he? I literally sent it to Anthony. I said, he lives. He lives.
I had a lizard in my
Aw,
room,
he's so
and Shazam said, "Kill it." And same thing. I was like, "Hell no, that's a big ass stain."
No,
So
yeah, that would be
I
so
chased it around for a
gross.
little bit trying to catch it, and then I lost it, but I didn't give a fuck. And I found it a couple days later trying to get out right there, and I let it out.
well, now you can't.
Not out of there, but I let it out there. I caught
Right.
it there. I think he was hungry.
So hard to
because he
get
did
out
not
of my
run
house.
very well. I think he was about to die, so I caught him and I let him out of it.
Yeah,
Here he is. See how he
a lot of
perches?
people will just
Damn, he big.
a lot of people will just like to pick them up, but like by their tail or whatever. And I'm like, you feel it like moving. Like I don't know.
I like
They
holding it in my
actually make
hand.
me sick. Like thinking,
Well, they also detach their tails, so that's like the worst.
yeah, he's missing half his tail, boss.
They can detach it when it's in danger. When somebody does that, they pick it by the tail. They can go. They can pinch it off like a turd.
I just don't like them. They're too fast. They're
I
too...
like them a lot.
Randomly at our house, our guest bathroom shower, which is like the one I would choose to shower in because my shower sucks, would always have not always, but like every like few months there'd be a lizard in there. I'm like, why always in
Why are you
here? Like,
gonna
I try to
shower?
rain.
Yeah.
But like the first time I saw it, I was like singing and whatever in the shower. And then I look down and I see this lizard, and like,
You know, he was like.
no, my
"I'm gonna
initial
shove
reaction
up."
was to like cover. Like, the lizard cannot see
They're
me.
real, bro. Like they
The
got
lizard
bones and
cannot
shit.
see me naked. I literally grabbed the towel. It was like.
I just find it so crazy. Like, I just live a state above, or I'm from a state above from here, and how different, like, just everything is.
Yeah.
You never see a lizard, like, in Georgia, where I'm from, and the fact I drive 7 hours down, and you can't take one step outside and not see one.
It's because of the climate.
I thought it was
Well, yeah,
crazy
but
that
it's
like
just
they're
so nuts to me.
smaller.
Like, I'm literally like,
Yeah.
how are these?
Yeah.
How are there so many fucking lizards around here?
They're smaller
crazy.
here, but I visit my dad in Fort Lauderdale,
Oh,
and
they'd be iguanas
they're
there.
all that size.
No, they have
Yeah.
the big lizards.
Yeah,
Like, when it
but
gets
all
cold,
the ones
Yeah.
that are on the
they'll freeze.
street are like our boss's size.
It's huge.
Like he came
It's
from Fort
huge.
Lauderdale.
I wish I had a better picture of him because, like,
Take a selfie with
He's
him.
giant. Like, it has to be as big as that remote. Not even kidding.
Yeah, he's huge.
Damn.
But yeah, bike bus and lizards, they're just something. Anyways, last thing. This is why I said we could group them together.
Yeah,
This is the-
seeing animals in nature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched a video. It was actually from Big Brother. She was talking about, she was like, have you guys, like, ever seen like a hamster in the wild.
Or like hedgehogs too. Apparently those are wild
Or, like,
animals.
guinea pigs,
Never have I ever.
like-
Yes. Imagine a guinea
You
pig.
can't even see a hamster when you own it. They're always
No.
hiding something.
And I was like, wow. And like she was trying to make the
But they're
argument,
not
like,
native.
are they real? And I'm like, that's so stupid.
They
But,
are
like,
real, but
I was like, wow, I've never really thought
It's
about
like the
that.
same reason you don't see like wild dogs
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Like they're
Those
not
are not native
native.
here.
yeah.
As for things that are native to here, I just 2 days ago saw my first bald eagle in the wild. For the first time ever.
Slay.
I literally thought they were like, this is how, not stupid, but like, I feel stupid when I say this, but like, I thought they were like so endangered that they were
They
just
are
like,
pretty damn
They
you
are.
endangered.
only saw them in zoos, that's it.
Oh, yeah. I've seen them fly like in the mountains quite a bit.
I've never seen one up in Georgia, which is so
They
nuts.
like the cold.
But I saw one.
Slay.
I said,
Where'd you see it?
anyone?
And I'm proud to. Where'd you see
I
it?
saw it on going down towards, like, far out in Claremont.
Okay.
On the hills.
Where Lake Louisa is and stuff, which makes sense.
So
Yeah.
I feel so patriotic. I'm gonna go vote.
No, literally.
Hell yeah!
Go vote, bitch!
Shit,
She didn't have to go vote.
She
She,
not tonight.
she sits and
You
votes.
have to vote tonight.
Well, I have to fill out my application for my absentee ballot so I can upload it so they can send me the ballot so I can vote and then mail it in. Long
Do you ever do
process.
Is it due tonight?
No, it's
It's slightly different
I
by state.
definitely-
It might. You might want to check.
I have
It's
to turn it
probably
in by
different by
25th.
state.
Yeah. Well, that wraps up everything on this list.
Yeah. That's about all I got, too. Oh,
No.
just kidding. Speaking of animals, I'll say it. I saw a worm literally squiggling around today, not getting anywhere, and something was trying to eat it. I think worms would be a lot faster if they actually did the worm, like the dance move. Like,
Yeah.
propelled
Yeah.
their bodies, threw it up and down.
How do you call
because
the
what
worm?
they're doing is not...
Yeah.
I
No,
can do the
literally.
worm.
No, you can't.
Yeah, I can. But I was like, seriously, when I was in elementary school, like, people really genuinely like knew me for this. And I did do it during a dance recital.
You
And
have to
I
show.
will have to
You
find
know
that
you have
photo.
to show.
What was the
us.
I will
song?
have to
What was the song?
Oh shoot! What did I dance to that
What
year?
makes you beautiful?
I remember though.
Don't
It was,
say
like,
that.
it was a piece of the. She was like freestyle, like do whatever you want, and I chose
Yeah, you chose a freaking
to
worm.
do the worm.
And you
That's
ate.
good.
You want me to send? You want to go practice more?
Pop!
Baby, you